Welcome back to our Star Trek adventure here. We are on the verge of meeting Portal 6-3, and we're going to have to see how we're going to rescue our crew members that are stuck on this starship. So let's continue our story and see what we get into today.
Prove you're worth keeping alive for a little while longer.
I cannot stop this ship any more than you could stop the tides.
Not good enough.
The impotent threats of a lower life form do not sway me. I will not bend to you. I was born 600,000 years ago. But a new age dawns today.
Are you the scion of the flame?
My name is Zan Utlosa. I was born in the final days of the Age of Makto. And we are all scions of the flame. Every one of us who have traveled across the bridge of time to be here for the Great Awakening. We have all sworn ourselves to the cause.
Eventually, one of you will break.
You don't understand how overmatched you truly are. This craft was nothing before we imbued it with the speed required by our mission. And the Cartabula produces enough energy to drive an entire fleet of ships like this one. But when we wake the Aphelion, we won't need a fleet.
The Aphelion?
Only then will you understand the might of the Takan Empire.
That raises some questions for me of, was this the only planet that they basically put themselves in stasis? Like, they knew their empire was going down, so they basically put themselves on those stasis crystals, for lack of a better argument, to see hopefully one day. But again, how did the miners even think to use them? Does one just accidentally stab each other and then poof, I'm magically in here, and then let's keep going? So much still unanswered backstory. It is really clearly fascinating. So let's continue, and we're going to ask about what he just said.
Reborn in this time. This is just a drop in an ocean of power you cannot even imagine.
And when you wake the Aphelion, what are you going to do with it?
Anything we want.
Come on! This goes from bad to worse unless you do what they say.
Oops.
It's coming alive.
You can't stop the ship.
Then he will. Or we cut off his hands and use them ourselves.
The moment I reduce speed or change our heading, the others will know. First, they'll just resume course from elsewhere. Trivial matter. And then, they will come here. For you, this is a dead end.
I don't know if he's telling the truth, but I don't like it. We need a new plan.
He's just trying to talk his way out of trouble. Why would you tell us all this?
I tell you because I value my own life. When my fellow scions come, and they will come, I expect you'll all act like the savages you are, and a battle will ensue. You've all died once. I don't intend to do so again. I won't touch those controls. If you want to get us killed, do it yourselves.
You fear death. There's a way to stop this ship for good, and he knows how. He just needs more pressure.
What kind of pressure?
We heard him. He'll talk. Trust me.
That's against Starfleet protocol.
I was like, that's not very
You're not on a
Starfleet.
Starfleet ship. Your protocol does not apply. We take the action that will lead to our victory. Don't assume your moral code takes precedence above all others.
Yeah, it's giving me a moral choice, that's right. I'm very curious of what anyone watching this is going to choose. And if this was live, I would take a vote. But I don't know. I'm going to play this how he would. I don't think he would resort to violence yet. He would stick with his Starfleet training. So there's got to be another way. But yeah, I'm curious to know what you would do in this situation. I kind of know how that would lie. And yeah, give me your logic. I'm going with the logic of a Starfleet, not officer, but Starfleet member who wouldn't choose to break their morals just because another alien race is saying to do it. They would find another way. So let's go.
I'm not gonna torture them. Not like this. There's gotta be something we can work with here.
Also, no cheating knowing the answer of my decisions. Answer, pause the show. Pause it right now. I'll wait. And then you tell me your answer before you know what my answer gives you. No cheating.
Going this fast, it would be too dangerous to force a warp collapse by cracking one of the propulsion coils. I could rupture the hull, end up damaging the cartabula in the process.
And that risks tearing a hole in space.
We can't have that.
This area here
Power generation. The warp cores.
is deserted. What's this?
This display shows the location of the Trekkie on the ship. This is where the infiltrators are. The central artery of ship systems. Sensors. Propulsion. Weapons. Doesn't seem to be working here.
This is weird.
Where's the cargo bay? Where did we turn off the sensors? That should not be working either.
Engine status. Right. The warp cores are still practically redlined. However, they've supercharged the Zeldi. It still relies on existing systems.
They just amplify the output?
But the Trekkie have already interfaced with those systems. The controls will be no use. So we'd have to find a way to manually shut down the warp cores.
Might not be a manual shutdown as much as it'll be sabotage.
No one appears to be guarding it. I think I can get us there. But once we're in, do you really think you can cripple my ship? Not something I'd normally ask. But I'm coming around to it.
He would say this. He would say number 3.
Well, usually I'm the guy fixing the things that go wrong on a starship. I'm sure I could figure out a way to break it.
You may even find you like destroying things.
This plan of yours has one problem. It strands us. Left out of the fight when there is a war going on.
Our fight is here, now. This is how we do the most good. For the Empire.
For the Empire.
I'm digging their blue.
So, Carter, you didn't beam out after all. I thought you'd escaped when we boarded. I'd almost hoped you'd made it off. And Nilly's there with you too, right? It's good you two are together. I know you're here, Carter. Your technology is so simple to us. You're not a fighter. I know it. You know it. That's why you're hiding. Somewhere on this ship. But the Trekkie Empire has so much to offer you. Think of all the knowledge lost for 500,000 years that you'd have access to. I know you want more from life, and I want to show you what you could be a part of. Not just the wonders you've already seen from us. In our time, we had the power to move stars. Carter, you have a thirst for discovery. And a part of you would remain to experience the things I can show you. But if you try to fight it...
In case you forgot, we were a part of something. I still am. The Federation may not be perfect, but it stands for ideals that your people clearly do not believe in.
We have our own ideals. And we have our own strength. Every one of us on this crusade has fought wars more brutal and consuming than you could fathom. But I want to reach a peaceful resolution to this. Carter, we have a plan for you. And for the others, too. We don't want to have to destroy you.
I'm curious about what the plan is.
What's this plan you have? Is it the one where you steal our bodies and erase our minds?
That's a simplistic view of it. Your memories would live on within us. We can continue this conversation in person. I'll see you on the bridge very soon.
Our comm badges. She's tracking our location with them.
If we have to use force to free our fellow Scions, there will be casualties.
We can't stay here. And we need to disable the transmitters.
Where'd you go? You don't want to talk to me?
She's trying to keep you talking.
I mean, I get it. But I'm trying to help you.
I don't know why I'm really worrying about the relationship. Like, I know she's hearing this, and I'm assuming she gets
Mine's done too.
back.
Time to hit the road.
I'm not trying to make friends with the real one.
You've
trying
forgotten
to talk
something.
to it.
They know where we're going.
Who did that?
Set to stun.
Oh,
You're not going to
Right.
shoot a guy who's unconscious, are you?
You keep getting in my way.
We've managed this far without doing it your way.
We are hardly in control of this situation.
You two forget you're on the same side? Come on! Now let's move it.
I'm liking the dual storyline. It's giving a lot more of a much broader. Oh, and this is it's definitely cool. Coming back.
Our coordinates match the exact location where Riker met Portal 6-3.
Unlike Riker's team, we beamed down without a problem.
It's quiet.
Portal has to know we're
Quiet.
here. If he won't come to us, we'll go to him. Spread out.
Ugh, my chair's stuck. All right, here we go. Shift while moving to run. I know that already. You think I don't?
Burn marks.
The report mentioned phaser fire being redirected toward these strange crystals.
It also mentioned Portal calling down lightning bolts.
Better keep our guards up. If I recall right, Geordi LaForge transported in here, hanging upside down.
I guess we're lucky we
Right.
were spared the indignity.
Anything unusual, Commander?
It's all unusual, to be honest. We've precious little data on this planet, so brief was Captain Riker's visit. Anything he didn't see himself is a total unknown.
We deal with unknowns all the time. Part of the job.
I'm accustomed to dealing with the unknown from my station on the bridge.
Ouch. Don't know if that was a burn or a science joke.
Already gave it a scan. Dead. Whole planet feels like it's been turned to stone.
Doctor?
Commander, keeping an eye on those iridium levels? Good. Last thing we need are your cells destabilizing on a hostile alien planet.
Probably down the path. It's really cool. Now it's, yeah, right there.
This is where Portal 6-3 projected his image.
He was guarding this bridge. That has to mean something.
We'll move forward when you're ready, Commander.
Anything else to look at? Nothing. Tricorder. I doubt. Alright, cool. Let's do it.
Follow me. Ends here. Is it me, or did that path just disappear?
There was a path there a moment ago.
There must be an explanation.
Black magic.
Tetrametric pulses.
Same energy as the other Takan technology.
Most of the crystals appear dormant. What's different about this one?
Readings indicate there's a cavity in the rock right behind it.
We could try melting a hole through the wall with our phasers.
Worth a try.
Here... There.
Nothing.
There's gotta be a weakness. Somewhere it isn't totally solid.
Come on. Holster. Can't scan. Okay. Right. This?
Whoa!
An illusion.
I'm sure that wall was as real as the rest of them. I felt it.
It's almost like our holodeck technology, but far more advanced.
The crystals must be absorbing the energy from our phasers.
I'm picking up something. A biosignature. It's faint, but it's there.
With me.
Another dead end.
Or another illusion.
Crewman LaRue, if you would.
Devolve to Resolute. Beam Crewman LaRue directly to medical.
Thought he might get hurt.
Is he okay?
He'll live.
Not all crystals work the same, it seems.
Don't fire your phasers at any crystals unless we're sure they're putting out the same pulses as before.
Commander, I may be able to speed up the process. I can now detect many different wavelengths of radiation simply by looking. The Takan radiation is unusual, so I can't quite clear it all up, but I was able to eliminate many of the non-tetrametric crystals. Your tricorder should warn you.
That's an enormous help. Thank you, Lieutenant.
It's my honor.
Nope. I want this. Dead tree.
I wonder if this place was always so lifeless.
It's a little bit simpler to scan. Ah, there we go.
Tetrametric. Good sign.
Commander!
Look at that.
That was pretty cool.
Trust. but verify.
Indeed.
We don't have any data about what's below the surface on Delphi Ardu 4. And I don't feel a particularly strong urge to find out.
Then that makes two of us.
Okay, yeah, I'm like, have I crossed it yet? I have not.
More crystals. Need a way across.
Well, that was... Should have looked at it before, technically. Nope, 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 nope. That way. Whoa, whoa! That was buggy. Fake wall. Alright. Confirm. Yeah. Oh, you gotta make me scan it? Alright, fine. I just scanned it. Dispel with a phaser blast. Okay. I'm trying to. Did I bug this out? I may have bugged this out. So I had to go back, and it definitely was buggy. I've also tried to restart the game, and clear as there isn't any music. So I thought there was music before, so hopefully that clears up. But this is my first attempt to do this again, so we're going to scan and see
Good.
if this works. There we go. Alright, so let's continue on with our adventure. And hopefully music kicks in, because it sounds very eerie without any. And I can't remember if there was any. There was one conversation with the science officer that I was able to have that I missed the first time. And it talked about how, other than the breathable air, the planet seems very lifeless, and this used to be an outpost for the Catan at the edge of their space, but it's no longer an outpost. There you go.
Tetrametric. Better go see what's different.
Glass crystal. Alright, we're not gonna... That guy? No. Okay. Alright. From the open balcony. Thank you. Very much. All right. Let's take a look before I shoot it. Nice. All right, let's go.
The way's clear. Good work, Commander.
We'll make sure it's safe.
No music is really bugging me. But hopefully when we get to the next cutscene, it will pick back up. Oh, do I need to go back? I need to go... What? Do I? Where am I going? This way. Yeah, so after the next cutscene, and if we have no music and stuff like that, I will restart more and then see if we can get it back. Because it's very eerie, and it's losing the element, so we will see.
Incredible.
The plants here are actually alive. Is this the biosignature you detected, Doctor?
No. Not a match.
Tetrametric.
Then it's creating an illusion as well.
Based on the data we have so far.
Only one thing left to do.
Doctor, be ready to beam us out if it turns out we're wrong.
Duval to Resolute. Lock transporter on away team.
So I've been doing some testing, and I cannot seem to get the music back, and it's very eerie to me, and it causes a lot more background sound on my microphone. So I've been trying different things, turn off the game, reset the computer, all kinds of stuff. So the only thing I can think of is hopefully progress the story to get to the next chapter, and hopefully that kicks in the music. If not, I may have to replay all the game to get back to this point to get you guys sound, because it does not sound the same without the music. It loses something. So we're going to go through this scene here, and hopefully the sound kicks off. So let's go.
Amazing.
There's nothing like this in any Federation record.
The plans.
Barbarians.
It's him.
How
Oh,
dare
perfect.
you disturb me? I'd hoped you had enough sense to leave of your own accord, but here you stand. Fools. In another time, I would have destroyed you and your ship simply for setting foot in this place. Fortunately for you, that time has passed.
Portal 6-3, Guardian of the Takan Empire. We've come a long way to meet you.
Guardian. I am guardian of nothing. The Takan no longer exist. Don't care to be reminded. If this is why you've come, then you should leave. Now.
I'll cut right to it. The Takan have returned.
Returned? My people have come back? How can that be? I've been alone for so long. If it is true, how did they return?
Draconian technology made it possible. To enable the transfer of consciousness from one being to another after physical death. We call it bioforming. A group of Taconians calling themselves Scions of the Flame used it to reawaken after hundreds of millennia.
Scions of the Flame?
Is something wrong?
I'd hardly call them Takan. They were a radical faction with beliefs outside the mainstream. Beliefs that lesser life forms should serve as vessels to ensure Takan immortality. You want me to help you destroy them. That's why you've come. You want to destroy these scions.
Let's do one more neutral.
You don't have to do anything except help us find them. If that's all you want to do.
I don't believe that.
They have an incredibly powerful energy source they call the Cartabula.
These scions have the Cartabula.
And they've used it as a weapon against us.
I will speak with you alone.
What are you doing?
Oh, Dan. Oh, cool.
Where are we? Where's my team?
They are safe where we left them. That the scions have stolen the Cartabula is deeply concerning. And to be honest, I'd rather speak with you alone, Jara Rydek.
Oh, I'm movable now. I'm just gonna check one setting here. Make sure, yeah, that's a little high. I'm glad the music was good. I spent literally probably an hour restarting the game, restarting the computer, and just trying random things. So I'm glad it was a simple bug. And then we can continue with the story with some amazing background. So I apologize for that one section in this episode where it sounds absolutely horrible. So, but all fixed.
Your colleagues don't know what it means to be the last of one's kind. You and I are remnants of fallen civilizations. The Kobliad, the Takan. One dying, one dead. Our species could not be more different, but we both know the meaning of loss. The others wouldn't understand. It's beyond their ability to comprehend.
I'll go with this one.
But I'm not alone in the Federation. I'm a part of something larger, just like your Takan Empire was.
We are not the same.
Let me take a moment to look around here. This is stunning. Yeah, I could find flaws in the graphics, but man, like it's just gorgeous still. Like the set design is just, ooh, I love it. I definitely have not played a game like this that just captures you in the story for a long, long time. So it's really good.
Tell me, why spend your days away from your own people when so few of them are left? Why live your life working for this federation to which the Kobliad do not even belong? And submit yourself to their authority? It makes no sense. Not by my logic.
I'll go with it helps.
The only reason any of my people are still alive, why I am still alive, is because the Federation helped us. We would have been extinct decades ago without the Diridium the Federation gave us. If anything, I owe them gratitude. You told Riker you'd wait until you were needed. You're needed now. We need you.
As much as it pains me to learn the Cartabula has fallen into the hands of the Scions, my services are not up for offer. To be chosen as a portal was to give one's entire self to the cause of protecting the Trekkie Empire. I left behind everything I know, and now you want me to turn against my own people. Betrayal of my oath, and everything I vowed to protect.
Every Trekkie that comes back does so by stealing someone's body. They are killing to come back.
What you call bioforming, we thought of as a marginal science. But if these reborn Trekkie plan to restore the Empire, is that a disaster to be avoided? Trekkian technology is so advanced, it could save millions of species currently on the brink of extinction, including your own. And at the price of a small few, think of how the many could benefit. Instead, it sounds as if you are reacting out of fear before you have a full understanding of what's at stake. I don't think you've given this full consideration. You may have more to gain than to lose.
You told me your people didn't use bioforming. That's because you knew it was wrong. Wrong to employ on an individual basis, and surely wrong on a galactic scale.
You are correct. The Trekkie did not use bioforming on a large scale. That the way these scions are using it would not have been accepted when the Empire still stood. I'm curious to see these scions masquerading as true Trekkie. So I will go with you, and we shall find them. But when we do, I will judge them myself as a guardian of the Trekkie, to understand their true intentions, for better or worse.
I'm very curious.
It's certainly your right to make your own decisions.
To kind of go with him
I
on
won't
this
tell
one.
you otherwise.
Very well. I'll return.
Yeah, that's definitely me being more curious than what I think the good
Commander.
answer should be, but...
Hold your fire. I'm all right. He's coming with us.
We assumed the worst.
She's perfectly fine. Now then, shall we?
All right. We can beam up your... Do you have any equipment or tools?
I'll beam myself.
Whoa.
This is all I need.
Away team +1. Ready to beam up.
So glad the music back.
4 warp cores. That's interesting.
Redundancy. If one goes down in battle, we can still operate.
Makes this more difficult, though.
This ship can maintain warp with half the cores offline. We'll need to disable 3 of them.
Where are the engine schematics? Power flow routing charts.
We're soldiers, not engineers.
It's like...
I thought you would know what to do.
We understand how...
I think I'm going to stop here for now. I'm going to... Yeah, that was a good last episode for the story. It was really great back to go to the portal, and yeah, I was just very satisfied with that, minus the few music glitches and restarts I had to do, but that's fine. That's what YouTube's all about, having fun, fixing problems, and just going with the flow of it, show much go on. So yeah, we're going to pause there, and then we're going to continue on with this story very quickly in the next episode. All right, we will see you in the next one.